The Howard Stern Show.
Yeah, but what about this girl who called you a cunt? I mean, you just called a cunt. You hate her.
I wouldn't say hate is a word for it. I think that's too much. That's more than she deserves.
Is it the headbutt that you hate so much that you guys were in you were in a weigh-in and then she headbutted you at the weigh-in?
No, she put her forehead on my forehead.
Right.
And I pushed her back as hard as I could. And she ended up with a big red welt in the middle of her forehead from trying to act hard. And then right after, she went on Twitter and was saying the Athletic Commission should fine Ronda for headbutting me at the weigh-in. And I'm like, dude, don't try to act hard and then.
So in other words,
cops.
You were mad at her because she told the commission to act out against. She was being sort of a pussy. Like, hey, what do you mean? You want the commission to step in and fight this fight for you? Or you want to fight me? Is that it?
It was one thing. I mean, it's a lot of things that happened over many years that I didn't even want to devote that much time to her in the book, and so I could just write a book about why Miesha Tate is a big old bitch. But
why is Miesha Tate or whatever such a big old bitch?
I think deep down, I don't think that she's a terrible person. I think that she's just one of those very malleable people that they are who they're hanging with.
Do you think she's just trying to build interest in a fight and in a way make something happen so that you guys can get a bigger purse, so to speak?
No, I think she just has a martini personality, which is like whoever you're sitting down and having a drink with, that's who you reflect.
Wow,
and that's exactly who you are. And her boyfriend is like the biggest douchebag ever, and she's around him every single second of the day.
So he turned her into a douchebag.
I've heard when she's not around him, she's very pleasant. But then when she's with him, she's fucking terrible. And she actually won the belt when he was gone, filming The Ultimate Fighter. And then when he got off The Ultimate Fighter, he pulled her out of the gym that she was with and won the championship with, and then she lost right after that. Like, this guy is like just such a leech. It just drives me nuts, and I feel like she could have hope to be decent if she got away from him.
And Miesha's boyfriend has gone after you on Twitter as well, which is sort of inappropriate, right? He's not the one supposed to be fighting you.
Well, the night before we fought, me and Miesha the first time, he went on Twitter and was saying that like, I don't know, I made some joke, which it was true. So I was like, yeah, I said that I could beat both her and her boyfriend in the same night. Because,
is that true? Do you think you could beat him up?
I could.
You could beat him up.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And and so, like, the night before me and Miesha fought, he went on Twitter and he was like, if she wants to fight me, I'll knock her teeth down her throat and all this stuff. And then Miesha and him spent the whole night defending him on Twitter. And I'm like, dude, your girl has the most important fight of her life tomorrow. What are you doing having her stay up and defending you on Twitter?
So that's why when you fought her, you said, fuck you. I'm going to actually not beat you so fast so I can really inflict some pain on you.
The second time. The first time, it really wasn't personal. It was business to me. But the second time I came around, it was personal.
Doesn't that shut her up after you beat her up twice? I mean, doesn't that kind of, like, say it all?
No. Me beating the crap out of her is the best thing that's ever happened to her.
Why?
Why? Because she's made a whole career and a living out of it.
Right.
The Howard Stern Show.